tadpole?
Say again?
Oh, it sounded like you were trying to find a word.
No, I was trying to think of what to say next. But that's pretty much, yeah, thank you. That's pretty much everything, all the way caught up. The guy who was somewhat acting more confidently, somewhat than the other rangers, seemingly the leader. He talking to John, or who had the telepathic link?
That was John.
Yeah, I was sending him.
Okay. Olive is gonna say that all of the rangers that she has control over are shouting to flee in her head.
What, like flee from here?
Yeah, I think they're scared of the big old dude, which is fair.
After like a minute and a half of waiting, of her trying to focus really hard, she says that they seem to be saying that them being disconnected from the control of the brain has given them immediate location and knowledge that something is very wrong. So there is likely a search party or small war party headed this way.
Did Mr. Dragon Man peace out already, or is he still here?
We're still here.
Look to John and say, can you ask him if he can carry us, or are we gonna go by foot?
His response will be, you'll hear in a whisper, John, my dragon cannot carry more than me, but my companions here travel fast, and you seem to have been able to travel without interruption. The safest places for us to be would be the town on lockdown or anything else past the mountain range.
How many people could we just evacuate?
From where?
Everywhere.
Oh, from the island.
Look to Olive, and I would like to ask her if she can get a general feel of how long it would take the war party that's coming here to get here, if she can figure that out.
I don't know.
Probably take them a solid, like, 2 to 3 hours, maybe more.
cool. I mean, if it's gonna take them that long,
Yeah, they're not necessarily fast. They just don't have to walk around things.
yeah, if we could get a 15 or however long it takes for a short rest, I could get my steed back, and we could get out of Dodge.
Yeah. You can do that.
Yeah.
Where would you guys like to go?
I think I kind of want to just work with Olive and start working our way back towards the entrance,
Okay.
but like stopping in all the towns to like convince as many people as we can to like come with us.
Well, are we like leaving? Are we actually gonna even? Yeah, are we just leaving the floor with the people?
I was just gonna send all the people down. And then I have like an idea. Like there was that one cave that we saw that like may be the way up to the next level that I want to check out, but we can check that out first if you want. It just seems like it'd be easier to
Well,
evacuate people first.
the thing is, we don't know how many people have tadpoles, and if it is a lot of them,
We're about to.
like, if we send them down, we lose out on any chance of having an army to fight their army.
All right, but we take people away from their army as well. I don't know if the army v army fight's really worth it, because like 90% of our forces are just going to be commoners.
I don't know.
It's like we can have 2,000 commoners versus 200 mind flayers. Who wins?
It depends if we get the people decked out with anything.
It'd be closer to like 10 to 15,000 against like a couple, like almost 1,000.
Yeah, it seems pretty rough.
I mean, if
10
we
to
have
1
the larger
is pretty
number,
good.
yeah.
That's not 10 to 1. Yeah.
It's
Or
more
you said 10 to 15,000 to 1,000.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think we'd be fine.
I
It'd
don't
just
know,
be
one
more or
mind
less.
flare
Have
blast could
a,
kill like 15 people.
You now have a like fancy like squadron of
Also,
rangers.
to get
Yeah.
to
You
get
have
away
your
from
goblins.
to get away from the place, that and then that as well.
Yep.
I mean, we can try to fight them if you want. I just am wary.
I mean, the biggest thing is above game. We know that there's an elder brain. I don't know if we're gonna have to fight that or how tough an elder brain actually is.
Well, let's go check out that cave where we found the tracks of the little brain people and stuff in the center mountain, and go from there.
Yeah.
We'll take the archers that way.
after about 20 or 30 minutes of searching to find that similar kind of outcropping that you used to make a emergency hidey hole to take a rest in, you find the kind of fallen apart remnants of your quick camouflage, and you see the cave entrance behind it. Everything still looks pretty much the same. The same 3 holes are there, and there is a crack that continues further on, but it would start to become difficult. I have no map for this.
I guess we'll just keep following the cave as far back as it goes.
Word.
Go
ahead.
I was gonna say, I don't know how long it's gonna take us to traverse the cave, but you said it gets difficult at one part, right?
It's essentially just difficult to maneuver through. It's like tight space.
Would my phantom steed be able to fit? Yes.
No, absolutely not.
Okay, well, fuck. Okay, then never mind. I'm just going in. Nope. Never mind. Oh, okay. Thank God I remembered to read Rada the Pack Keeper. I want to use an action to get one of my spell slots back.
There you go.
I at least wanted to have one spell going in.
All right. I would like athletics or acrobatics checks.
Well,
from
we should
everybody.
have had a short rest anyway, so you should be.
Yeah, you got one for. Well, he used his phantom seed and fly after the short rest because he short rested for that, I believe.
Oh, okay. Oh, he only has one spell slot.
Yeah, I used both so we could not have to traverse by foot. We could just get here within the hour or the 10 minutes it took to fly here.
Gotcha. I'll leave Charles at the front to keep watch.
All right.
Yeah, he can be standing on my phantom steed that's just stuck there.
All right, we go spelunking.
Athletics and acrobatics checks for group skill checks. Trying to squeeze through this tight cave space.
Can I have advantage if my imp is helping me?
Sure.
16.
Nice. Double 16s. You guys get through a particularly difficult curve and twist, and it starts to angle downward. Give me another group acrobatics check to continue going down this as it starts to get more slippery.
I'm gonna give myself guidance.
All right. Sure.
Imp, don't fail me now. 17,
Nice.
baby.
You guys manage to maintain your footing after what feels like 30 minutes walking downward and varying different inclines. It ends up plateauing out and then it starts to go up again. One more group acrobatics check for climbing
I'll
back
give-
up the slippery.
I'm gonna give him Bardic a D6.
All right.
Guidance myself. Let's see.
Let's fucking go.
Makes 12. Or no, wait, I rolled I don't know why I rolled twice, so it makes it 15.
I think mine's a 21.
Yep. You guys successfully managed to keep your footing climbing up. As you guys finally reach another plateauing point, it seems to open up into a very similar looking cave, except the holes on the in the walls aren't there anymore. And then when you look towards the cave entrance, you don't see any light.
Can you repeat the first part, please? Sorry.
You find yourselves in a very similar cave to the one you came in. In
Okay.
kind of how the crack comes out into the open area, but the holes on the wall in the walls aren't there.
Okay. Is there any way to keep going, or is this just another room?
Yeah, it's just like the one you came in. You can see the exit, but there's
just
no
no
light.
light.
Yeah.
Okay.
What do I see with my 120-foot range of dark vision?
You see the floor extend maybe like 20 to 30 feet, and then it seems to hit a wall, and then there's kind of like shadow on the left and like a more darkness on the right of that wall, but it's all like rough stone.
Okay. I guess stealth forward if possible.
I'm gonna make a paper airplane and cast light on it and throw it.
So, for the purposes of this, you guys have found one of the secret passageways to the next floor. You are on the 6th floor now in this cave.
So
I have
we
not
know where the
finished the
exit
6th
is.
floor.
Right. We also supposed to get kicked out after this floor.
Right. We can do that in the kind of sense of like after we finish up this session.
I was just coming here to verify it was the exit, so we can just leave and come back if anything.
It's not the exit, it is a secret
exit.
passage. Yeah. It is a hidden tunnel area.
So yeah, if I realize this goes like to another place, I would just like, all right, let's go get out as many people as we can, and then we can get to the next floor without doing the war if we have to, like, unless like we absolutely want to do the war.
Word.
And then if we saved all these people, if we train them up outside, we can eventually like launch a force to come back. But at least we save what we can now.
If you guys go back through, if you don't want to take the time doing the acrobatics checks, I can give you some flat bludgeoning or piercing damage from the failings of those checks. But it will not be too much.
Sure, I'll take the damage. I still got temporary hit points.
$17.
Woo, I lose 1 actual HP. Thank you, Form of Dread.
You guys come back, get back out to the entrance of the cave, your steed and familiar are still there.
All right. And the rangers are here too as well, right?
Yeah, you don't see all of them. They seem to kind of disperse and take up like hidden or defensive kind of positions. They don't necessarily seem worried, but it more seems like out of habit and how they operate.
Gotcha. I'll talk to the guy. I guess I'll talk to Ajax too. What, like, you were wanting to fight them. Our original plan was to try to fight them. We could get a bunch of people out of here and get out of here ourselves without fighting them.
Well,
Like, the most we'll get from fighting them is like vengeance for what they did to us, and like potentially loot from them and like stop them from spreading. But they seem pretty contained in here.
my only problem is if they are smart and they're not like contained to this floor, just like the dragons weren't like exactly contained, you know, they were actively looking for a way out. If these people find like a way to the next floor, who's to say they can't access it like us and spread even more?
Yeah, I mean, they're welcome to try. We can close the staircase pretty easily. It's like we have the key to the elevator as well. We could just unplug the elevator.
But also, another thing to consider, because we experienced it, me and Hawkins, before, like way early on. You weren't there, John, but there was a bunch of time dilation in one of the rooms, like years or something, or like a
Yeah, but we won't be
past.
able to know that until we're out of here.
That's
Well, it
another.
seems to be passing normally based on our communication with Hawkins so far.
I mean, yeah, that's a good indicator. I mean, hopefully it doesn't do anything while we're like change while we're not in here.
Yeah. Plus the tower may change. It has been doing weird stuff.
The head ranger guy will kind of look off towards the Kingswood area.
Like this way.
Yeah. He'll say, well, if we fight them to take back the land, good people will be lost. It might be better to take a safe option, but we're stranded on an island.
No, we're not.
What do you? Yes, we are.
I
Prove it.
begin to like, I pull
Prove
out
it.
like a stick or a knife, and I'm gonna draw a diagram.
Prove that we're stranded on this island right now.
I'm gonna begin to draw a diagram of the tower as we know it so far.
The shipwright guilds were destroyed. There's no ships. We can't leave the island.
I don't know if there's any other islands.
Or what do I gotta roll to see how good this is?
Performance.
23.
And what's this diagram of?
The tower.
The tower as we know it so far.
Well, you see, here's the Fae. Here's the. You're up here in the 5th level of this town.
Yeah, so you don't want to go down here to the Fae because they're a bunch of dicks and they try to get you in this court And they don't point you a lawyer or anything?
This floor is like a monster prison. This floor is the Wild West.
Yeah, don't go to the monster prison floor. We already killed everything there.
Is that a good or a bad for us?
He does not believe you.
Oh yeah, yeah. Hey man,
So
I can get you off this island if you follow me.
somebody,
You're welcome to follow us. If you don't believe me, I can prove to you that this island is not a place that we are stuck. I doubt that you can prove to me that we are stuck on this island.
somebody cue up the Aladdin. It's a whole new.
Fair enough. I will accompany you to this proof you speak of.
I mean, you can fly. It's pretty easy for you, right? So, like, and you know the big lake down there, right? And I just like point the other direction.
Yes.
In the center of the lake, there's a staircase. There may be a small man there building a bridge already, but
Do we know how much progress he's made on that bridge?
yeah, he's not told us. No.
This is true. I have not.
Well, Hawkins hasn't either. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, in the center of there, there's like a little mini island in the center of the lake. Yeah, if you fly over there, you'll be able to see our allies and how we're getting out. But we should stop by the towns and try to warn as many as we can to leave with us.
I mean, I don't think it's a warn. I think it's more or less mind control them to get them out.
Well, the people that don't have things, we would just have to convince them to come with us. Because I fear they're going to be slowly chasing after us as we keep making our way forward.
Well, I guarantee you, if we cut off a city, they're gonna be right pissed, and they're gonna come after us a lot faster. So
Yeah,
it's
a lot
probably
of things will
better.
start blinking out.
It's probably better to work our way like that.
Yeah, well, we can go to that city first, but most of those people don't seem to like fuck with those guys, so they might not have as many tadpoles.
Wasn't this the city that they said was full of like the traitors and whatnot, and the bad people?
Yeah, the people that have been propagandized to believe in the God and the end of the world called those people traitors. So those people are traitors to the God of the end of the world, which is the Mind Flayers.
Yet they live in the mind flare infested mountains.
No. The normal people don't know about the Mind Flayers. They consider the people in the mountains in this city traitors because the Mind Flayers have told them that they're the God of the end of the world and they need to listen to them.
I mean, we can try and see how many there are.
Like, I think these people are the people that don't listen to Mind Flayers, so there's propaganda towards them to make them just otherized.
What is the, do we know the radius on that, helmet thing she's using?
All of flyby and tell us how many people are infected in there. She gets pinged.
Well, it's 5 miles.
5 miles, jeez. Okay, so how far is that on the mini-map?
Yeah, you could get that whole town in that radius.
Yeah, so we'll just let Olive do a drive-by with the carpet real quick and then tell us how many people are infected.
0.
Yeah, so they're not the Mind Flayer people. We would have to convince them all.
I mean, sure. Do you have thaumaturgy?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's the best way to get our message out.
I have the thing that flips the control. Olive has the sensor, correct?
I
I thought she had both of them.
I thought John had the sensor and Olive had the control thing.
No, I gave her Cerebro.
Yeah, the control thing.
I thought Cerebro was the thing that told her where everything was.
That's what gives her. It doesn't tell her where stuff is. It
that's okay.
gives her control over things within a 5-mile radius.
Okay, so everything within 5 miles, when she clicks it on, gives her control.
Yeah. I mean,
And then I
kind
have the
of, not
thing that lets
exactly. It's
me-
like a little bit intentional, but like basically, yes.
Okay, and then I have the thing that lets me see stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you want to get your message out quick, you could just borrow her flying carpet and then thaumaturgy over the town.
Okay.
Or unless you just want to go in like in town center and then do it from there.
Yeah. We'll just have John. Let's just have John go to the town to start trying to convince people, because he has like a little bit of charisma.
Okay.
And then,
I mean, if you could thaumaturgy me, I could do it. My charisma's
that's
20.
not how thaumaturgy works.
You can't thaumaturgy other people.
Nope. It says increase your
self-cast.
voice.
Rip.
The DM could change that. He made a change for false life last session.
This is true.
I wasn't supposed to give false life to the other guy, but I did.
Yeah, but like you feel like a necromancer would do that. I feel like thaumaturgy being a self and being touch, like
Yeah,
for the
I cast
voice
it on one
effect, that's
action.
understandable.
It's not a touch spell. It's just
Oh,
you
just
activate it.
inherent. You turn it on.
It's a verbal.
Okay. So then, yeah, no. If there was touch components, then absolutely.
Yeah, it's
Because-
your voice. Your voice booms up to 3 times as loud as normal for 1 minute. You can cause flames to flicker, brighten, dim, or change color for 1 minute. You can cause harmless tremors in the ground for 1 minute. You can create an instantaneous sound that originates from a point of your choice within range, such as a rumble of thunder, a cry of a raven, or a continuous of whispers. You instantly cause an unlocked door or window to fly open or slam shut. You can alter the appearance of your eyes for 1 minute. You can cast a spell multiple times. You can have up to 3 of its 1 minute effects active at a time. You can dismiss each such effect as an action.
Well,
Range is 30 feet.
I can just go with you to town and then, give you advantage, help you.
Oh, I have a monkey. I can just get advantage from him. So what I was saying is have you and Olive run to the other town and just have her take control of everybody that's a mind flare in the infected town, while I try to convince these guys to just come over by their own free will.
Well, okay, do you want to give me the sensor thing so I can get a, sense? Because isn't it like a...
Yeah, I'll give Olive the sensor thing.
Is there like a will save or anything attached to her mind controlling somebody? Or is it just like automatic?
me check. No, only for breaking it after it's been made. And she's the one that has to initiate that break for it to happen.
Okay. Yeah, we can go to the other town while he does that.
All right, let's go.
My question is once she does that, I still gotta see how many people are left behind, if there is any.
Why?
All right, so what's happening?
Because, I mean, if there's other people left behind, do you want me to try to convince them, or do you want me to just leave them to their own devices?
I mean, like, well, I don't know if we have that much time. Like, we can spin around and argue with people forever, but it's like, what's your charisma bonus?
+5, and then if we're going with persuasion, it's 5. Deception is 8.
Okay, so like mine is like okay. If you want to do it instead, like I have like more performance. I have like 5 performance. I was just gonna run in with like a bunch of music and stuff and get people to come with me. Is my plan. We can try to do stuff together. We can go over there. I don't care. I was just trying to 2 birds, 1 stone.
Nah, you can go do that town. Me and Olive will go do the other town. I think it'll work out just fine.
Right. I mean, like, I doubt we're gonna 100% get everybody to come, no matter what.
Don't worry, that's where my secondary plan kicks in of, as everybody's leaving, bring valuables outside, loot the town.
All right, so John, you're trying to just like fly around and
Yeah, we're gonna
thaumaturgy,
roll
or-
it. We're gonna roll into town with thaumaturgy, and I guess we'll do this.
Okay, how long are you just gonna do the whole 10 minutes?
Yeah, I'm gonna cast it for the whole time, but it's basically I'm running into town with like a fucking uh, Louisiana parade going on,
Right.
trying to get people's fucking attention. Like, let's go, everybody. We gotta go. The squiddies are coming. The squiddies are coming.
Squiddies.
Yeah, I'm Paul Revere.
Okay. Okay. You, after going through the town like this, people turn their heads and watch you as you go. You find yourself having to actively use that thing to make them make charisma saves to be beguiled by you. Through that process, you get 54 people. Everybody else kind of almost zombie-like just kind of turn their head and go back on their daily routine.
Is 54 people a good amount?
Let's just say it's like easily under 5% of the population of this town.
So no.
Yeah. This is the town.
But I got a 94 percentile.
94 percentile of the 60 total possible creatures over the 10-minute period that you could have beguiled.
No, that's not how that works.
1 a minute, make a creature.
No, not one a minute. It's everyone that can hear me.
In addition, you can use a bonus action on each of your turns to beguile one creature you choose within 30 feet of you.
Yeah, so every 6 seconds I can bonus action do that, right?
Correct.
Which is 10 a minute.
Yeah. 10
Which
a
is
minute?
100.
Okay. So it'd be 94 people instead of 54.
That is more people.
That's like 7% of the population.
I'll have those 94 people carry another 94 people by
The
force.
other 94 people will not go with them.
Alright, we'll cast this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 more times. 3 of them at second level and 3 of them at third level.
As you are going through the town, causing a bunch of commotion, you see a dwarf kind of stick out from the rest of the crowd. He seems to be actively walking towards you. Once he gets within like 40 or 50 feet, he starts hollering, "Ahoy! Quit
I
messing
hug
with
him.
me, people!"
I hug him.
"Don't touch me!" He pushes you off.
Why are you stopping these people from leaving?
Because they're content living here.
Well, we're trying to get them away from an army of squid people that are coming to attack.
But they're not gonna come here.
Oh, I can guarantee they're coming here. They're after me.
Then leave.
I'm trying to.
But you're trying to take people with you while you have a target on your back. I don't think you have proper concern for these people like you say you do.
Hey man, I'm just trying to get them. They don't know where I am. Like, they can't know my location.
What is this?
You
Dwarf?
just said that they were targeting you.
They are. They just know we went this way. So I mean, they're gonna come this way either way.
If you add a little bit more thicker accent, he'd be from Minnesota, that fucking dwarf.
Dwarf, are you from here?
Well, I think they just go around the town, don't you know?
You're the only dwarf I've seen, other than our one friend. But are you from here?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Is he lying?
Make an insight check.
Okay. Five.
He seems pretty hard to read. He has a very stubborn face that just reads a bit angry.
I don't know. These people seem to just be hexed, honestly. I don't really know if they're content. I think you're just like taking consent away from them.
No, they are content.
Prove it. Turn off your spell and prove that they want to stay here without being controlled.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
If I make it a song, could it be performance?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, my familiar makes that an even roll.
Listen. It's not my hex. But I've
Well,
been under its call before.
Okay, so
They are content. They are
so
happy here.
based on what you just said, these aren't your people because it's not your hex. So your whole reason for complaining to me is null and void.
I don't see you walking around as the mayor of any place.
I am now.
No,
You didn't hear the mayor horns?
those aren't the mayor horns.
I just said they were. I'm the new mayor.
No, this town has mayor bells. And
I said
have
there's
the mayor
mayor
bells.
horns. I'm the new mayor. I made horns.
No, they're bells.
Nope. The horns now.
The bells have been here for 100 years. It's tradition.
You've been impeached.
By what authority?
Insurrection.
Where's your men to back it up? Why am I not in ball and chain?
I cast conjure animals. At level 4.
One second.
Bro's arguing with dwarf he knows nothing about.
Yes, me and what army? Snap finger. This army.
If he was under the hex and now he's not, you gotta assume he's probably working with whatever fucking deity that they worship in this town again. I forget what it is. The deep
They're
one.
not real.
The aboleth that is poisoning the water. I'm pretty sure it's real.
They're not a god. John doesn't respect non-deities.
They're closer to a god than we are right now.
Prove it.
John, make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay. My spell hurt me. No. 17.
That is a failure.
What is this wisdom saving throw for?
I'm gonna assume the hex you guys were arguing about.
You are now charmed.
I am charmed.
Yes. You cannot take reactions. And you and the entity that has charmed you can telepathically communicate over any distance.
Okay, well, they can't communicate with me.
This is correct.
So, I am charmed by somebody that cannot talk to me, okay?
So what does this charm effect do to him?
Yeah. Does it stop my spell from going off?
It wouldn't stop it from going off, but it would break your concentration on it. after
Does
it had
charmed
gone off.
break concentration?
It has full control over you. So it can make you do whatever it wants.
So I am no longer playing. Got it. Pass turn. I can no longer make decisions. I am going back to Hawkins now. John is
What
dead.
is John's greatest desires?
To get all these people out of this tower.
Word.
That's the only desire I know of. Is regain his memories. Find artifacts.
Word.
Anyways, flashing to Hawkins. Building a bridge.
Yeah, Hawkins is about like a third of the way on a bridge, the first one off the main island in the lake. He's got once that bridge is finished, he has 2 more to make according to the bridge path that I believe was established.
Is he like, is he using magic, or is he just straight up building these?
I mean, he is using some magic,
So
the gravity spells and
depending on
stuff.
how depending on how many days he's had, he can technically make a 10-foot bridge twice a day, every day, with fabricating.
How does that bridge stay up if there's nothing on either side of the 10-foot, or there's nothing on one side? It would be
The
my
same way
question.
that every other bridge stands up while you build it, you put a support post in the under it, and that you build from the support
It's
post
more
to
than
the
10
other.
feet, though.
Not if you put a support post every 10 feet.
Okay. Might go faster just making it by hand.
I don't know, it makes it instantly.
Yeah, but how many times can you do it a day?
Twice, but then you just keep building normally.
Yeah. Okay, feel you.
You don't have to choose.
I was thinking it was like a thing that took like an hour
It's 10
ritual
minutes.
spell kind of shit.
It takes 10 minutes. Yeah.
Word.
Well,
You can fabricate any large or smaller object contained within a 10-foot cube, or 8 connected 5-foot cubes.
if me and Olive get done with what we're doing,
Yeah.
I would because I think I don't really remember where we said we were gonna meet up, but
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it. You'll probably just get hit by the DC 20 wisdom save anyways.
nah.
Oh, did you have advantage on that?
No, I'm assuming it's higher.
Okay.
You only
So-
had disadvantage.
When
Mm.
me and Olive go to
You
that
had
town,
disadvantage on the
You told me to make a wisdom save with disadvantage. Yeah.
no. The persuasion check was at disadvantage. The wisdom save was just a wisdom save.
Well, then if my familiar gives me advantage, then I would have a 19.
Then it doesn't work if your familiar can give you advantage on that.
Well, you can give the help action. I just don't know if he's allowed to do that.
I mean, don't see why not. It's been a long time since I've read the specifics of the help action, but I'm pretty sure
Right.
help
Well,
action
like
is just
basically, like in instantaneous things, it would be basically like I could theoretically say my familiar is giving me the help action every 6 seconds forever.
Usually, most DMs like make it to where, okay, if you're gonna give the help action, how does that person actually help you get that benefit? That's how they usually try to balance that out.
I mean, in
Well,
this
like
instance, his familiar could just punch him to take up 1 damage so he can re-roll over and over again until he's
or just like
fine.
hold his hands over his eyes. Oh, you can't see to do the spell now.
A monkey finds Aboleth, puts hands over as many eyes as it can reach.
Yeah.
Well, what I was gonna say is once once me and Olive get done, I could go check, especially if he's not like met up with us. But I wanted to say, once we like go to that first town down there at the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, hold on. I would like to have, if I can convince Olive to, while she's mind controlling people, to whoever she does mind control, to just pick up whatever the most valuable possession is in front of them and bring it out of town as they're leaving.
Okay.
As long as it's not like, something they can't carry.
Okay. We'll make a note of that too. No, wrong button.
I like how I think it's funny that a ring of mind shielding does everything except let somebody take over your mind.
It is ironic in that way that it doesn't just inherently stop those kinds of saving throws, but it's like literally everything else to do with mindfuckery is like,
But once we get to the second town and she does that thing again, tell her the same thing. But after that, I'm gonna tell her to head over where Hawkins is building the bridge. And
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and check on John.
Yeah, it'll be a while between they meet up anyways, but if John is able to get help from a familiar and not fail, then he'll be able to summon his creatures and not have his entire shit just get shut down immediately.
Well, okay, is John mind controlled? Yes, no.
Well, with the help action, no, he is not.
Yeah, because technically I'm not saying that I did not preemptively say that the thing is using the help action constantly. So it's up to you whether or not he can just reaction help me in that situation.
We'll say that he... Yeah. We'll say he doesn't do that. And we'll say an unknown amount of time to John passes where he feels like he wants to pursue his immediate passions of helping people get out of the tower, finding artifacts, and remembering himself.
So
and he
my
feels
agenda does
content
not
in
change.
that drive. And then you come back to consciousness. You seem to have shifted locations. You seem to be sitting in a chair in what seems to be a humble kind of cottage, and the dwarf is kind of sitting reading a book, a little bit away from you, maybe like 15-20 feet. As you start to like look around and gain your bearings, he notices you're coming back to
Wait.
consciousness.
Can I pretend to not be conscious?
Sure. The dwarf goes back to reading his book. In the meantime, Olive will tell you that there is only 4 infected people in the town at the bottom.
Only 4?
Only 4.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Then, while we're there, I would like to go to the town's guard.
All right.
And I either want to try to speak to whoever I can find who's highest rank in charge, or that one fucking guy who took down the notes of the
Remind me
incident.
of the one fucking guy.
The guy that I taught, like, basically he's the one who took down our incident report of what we saw that night that attacked us.
Ah, okay.
Either that guy or the fucking highest rank in charge.
Is Olive with you, or are you just doing this by yourself?
I mean, we'll say Olive's with me. Or no, you know what? We'll have her be outside of the town because, you know, her wearing weird stuff, you know, who knows what the fuck's going on with that.
Okie dokie. You run into town asking for whoever's in charge, guard by guard. You get passed around to eventually oh shit, I didn't give this guy a name. 1 second. You get put in front of a human male in his like mid-30s named Vorif Raman. He kind of like gives you a look up and down that you're all too familiar with, being a half-orc and working in the underbelly of society. This is the look of prejudice badges at a typical mark.
Can I tell what rank he is?
He is the captain of the guard.
Captain of the guard, okay. Ignoring his prejudiced look, first I'd like to ask him, so, How do I remember how long it has been since the incident occurred? Like when we got ambushed?
Like 4 or 5 days.
Only 4 or
I
5
think.
days? Jeez, dude, it seems like it's been a month.
Yeah, it's because it's taken us like 2 months to go through this.
Okay,
We
so
did skip a bunch of weeks.
Yeah, that too.
I'd be like, so about 4 or 5 days ago, there was an incident that happened in this town, and I know the guy I talked to said an investigation was going to be done. Did that turn up anything?
Um, um, the captain takes a deep breath and kind of like stands up straight a little bit, fixes his posture, and he says in a confident voice, we did an investigation. All that came back was a few missing persons reports, a few ransacked places. Not much to go off of, honestly.
Well, let me inform you of what you people have missed. The things that were here the other day that attacked me and my companion and a bunch of other people that were at the inn and took people away. I don't know if you've ever heard of illithids, but they're people with tentacles on their faces. They're bright purple, and they can float and they eat brains.
Okay.
And to say this with the without, trying to worry you, there's probably going to be more of them heading this way. Because the city, what is it, northeast of here? Is it? Or is it northwest? It'd be northeast, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He also has Olive with him, so she could also cast Zone of Truth to verify everything he says.
Oh no, I didn't
if
bring her in
people-
town. I left her.
She can be there instantly. She has a carpet.
But what I was gonna say is there's going to be an army of them probably heading this way sometime soon. And unless you want all the people in this town, minus 4 of them that already have tadpoles in their heads, to become infected or worse, I would recommend you evacuate.
You say an army?
Yes. I don't know if you are a religious man, but I'm going to assume you've heard of the God of the end of the world. Well, I can tell you the God of the end of the world is no god. He is, as one would put it, I believe they said the term was an elder brain. I don't know exactly what, but it sounds like, from what it was described, a big brain that controls the squid people.
Nightmares.
Is not good.
Well,
let's put it like this. Oh no, go ahead. Sorry.
Your apparent concern for the citizenry is noble. Though I take it you're haven't been around here for very long. As what you have said is would be considered blasphemy. seeing as how you haven't been here long, I can pass over this. Uh, but the claims that you make are not easy claims to pass over. Would you mind coming with me to fill in a report, and then you can be on your way?
Sure, but also, how about this? I have a cleric comrade. Let's go that far and say, um, who's outside of the town right now. If you will allow me to contact them, they know such magic as where no lies can be told in a certain zone. I
Okay.
can bring them in, and they will cast it here, and I will willingly, you know, let it affect me. No lies shall be told out of my mouth.
All right. That is agreeable.
I'll pull out, or I'll send my familiar to go grab Olive,
Okay.
because she doesn't have a
Let's
sending stone. I don't think that's how it
quickly
works.
go to here.
Slave district.
Yeah, man. It's olden days. You think civil rights existed in fantasy worlds? They definitely don't say they did.
In fantasy worlds, I mean, if you make them that way, yeah, they do.
I mean, this is true, but I haven't seen one based on a like
Oh, unoriginal
a time
content.
set.
Be more original. Make it a quality fantasy setting.
So what's
I mean, you
happening?
could, but then where's the driving force of that like determines change? Where's the problem?
Fight God.
So make God the one trying to bring racism into the world,
Yep.
and then everyone's like, no, we don't like that, so then fight God.
Yep.
So what's happening now?
I'm trying to pick which spot the guardhouse is.
The slave district.
Put it in the modest neighborhood.
I think it would be here.
All the
Either
guards are
this building
slaves.
or this building. Um but yeah. You get Olive into the city. You guys get taken into the guard building, into the captain's office. He opens the door for you guys. You guys walk in. There's some chairs and a desk. He comes in behind you guys and takes a seat at the desk across from you guys. You hear the sound of two footsteps, or two different pairs of footsteps entering, and they kind of just like take their place up against the wall next to the door. They close the door, and the captain of the guard kind of gestures his hands. All right, shall we proceed with this truth telling?
Yeah, sure. Olive, hit me with the juice.
Oh, is he choosing the fail as well?
Let's see. My brain. goes.
Also, while we're waiting for her to cast up the magic, can I take a good look at the guys who you said were behind us?
Yeah. What are you looking for?
I don't know, anything out of the ordinary besides normal guards.
They look to be like tougher than the average guard you've seen around town. Like they're not
No,
run of the mill guards. They're like probably lieutenants or some shit.
I'm tougher than the average guard. Don't let me catch you with a picnic basket.
Yeah,
Oof.
he fails the zone of truth.
Oh, he can resist if he wanted to. He's showing resistance. His face. He's a beta. Get him.
Tries to resist, the blood vessel just pops in his head.
You trying to tell me that the only way to play D&D Alpha is to automatically fail every save you roll ever?
Well, if he if he is innocent, then he has no reason to lie.
I mean, that's definitely not what the cops will say. But they do some fuck shit, so.
I think that's what American police would say to a criminal.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So, how the turntables?
You think they fucking practice what they preach? Hell fucking no.
They do whenever it's magic.
Cops don't do magic.
Yeah, we do to make them tell the truth.
Yeah, fair.
So, with the I'm willingly failing it, but I'm gonna relay everything that I've already previously said.
Yeah, ask him what turns him on. He can't lie.
And I'll be like, and just to prove this is actually working, I would like you to answer me a question.
Okay.
Have you ever falsely arrested somebody who was innocent?
He like looks off into the like upper corner of the room. Probably. Though I genuinely can't recall. Everyone has bad days at work.
What's another good one for a cop? Ooh. Have you ever taken indie deals under the table?
On guard pay? Is that a serious question?
I mean, hey, there are some guards who are all about the job.
This is true, and they are useful.
Does he seem surprised that he's saying these things?
No.
Trying to think of what thing I could get this man to say that would make him know that he's in the truth.
Ask him what his fetish is.
Okay. I'm not gonna ask exactly that. I'm gonna ask. This will make it easy if it's not. Are you? I'm assuming you're maybe a married man, right? Yes. No.
Currently, yes.
Have you ever cheated on your wife?
No.
You're not making this easy.
Do you
What are you
want to?
trying to accomplish with these questions?
Ask him if he wants to.
I'm trying to get you to say something that you obviously would not tell anybody, but you are compelled to.
We have clerics. We employ this technique. I'm familiar with how it works, how it feels.
It's like you don't actually have to prove it to him. He's just like watching you ask him weird questions.
Well, good. I mean, then if you know, then you know everything I have said is true.
Yes. And that is why you must be killed. Roll initiative.
The guard is evil.
Roll initiative, he says.
He's an evil guy.
9.14.
Yeah, but you don't have the infinite 0.14 added to your roll.
I don't. I need to figure out how to get it. I want to add 0.69 infinite to my roll.
Oh. Bad guys that aren't tadpole infected, the race traders kill them. He betrayed his own race. The scum. He basically cheated on his wife.
Well, this guy is Tadpole.
Well, then he's under the control of Olive.
Nope. It's not like a snap pure control. Stuff has to be met. Incapacitation.
Oh, so I gotta fight everybody in the town? Cool.
4 people.
You have to
4
fight
specific
4 people.
individuals.
Oh, I was unaware of this because we didn't technically knock out everybody we turned last time.
Everyone ended up getting knocked out. Because I think the dragon finished off the guy on the cliff.
Oh, well, you just said he pinned him. We never actually said he got knocked, so it just wasn't even a thought.
I think I remember saying that he was unconscious while being pinned, but I don't remember saying it more than once.
Because I just remember John going over to that guy like immediately afterwards.
Yeah. No, that's gonna no. No, we're not gonna do that. Again.
So does that mean if we do it at night, then they auto fail because they're unconscious?
Yes.
Okay. So we were here at night then, right?
I mean, at some point in the past,
Yeah.
sure.
So Olive just did her thing at night.
Well, in the past, it's not night now.
Yeah, but it was last night when she did the thing.
Don't
I
worry.
mean, it wasn't night when she did the thing. It was just foggy.
We didn't clarify.
I mean, yeah, but I'm keeping track of time.
Ajax doesn't feel bad about killing some.
You forgot
know.
about the time slip. You didn't carry the one.
Yeah, but I invented the one. I am the holder of the one. How do I? Why can I not? My brain is fucking not functioning with technology right now.
Wait, and like this whole scene is confusing because like Olive has the sensor, so she knows this guy is the.
Yes, I thought it was funny too. Essentially, like the whole reason why this thing got set up is because Ajax went in without Olive, and now Olive is just kind of like her pocket is buzzing because you handed her the
Yeah, but like whenever
sensor
she
thing.
came in to do the truth thing, then she would have just been like, Bzz, "Oh, kill this guy."
Man, if only someone had given me the sensor.
Well,
I mean, to be
technically,
fair, she
Olive
doesn't
should.
necessarily know how the sensor works yet.
Well, technically speaking, no one knows how the sensor works.
This is also true. I feel like Hawkins, or not Hawkins, John has the best idea of how it works.
I've used it once.
Exactly, more than anybody else.
I feel like John doesn't trust me with the shiny objects.
I don't trust
Well,
you
with your history
anything.
with a deck of many things, I don't. I think that's a respectable take.
Just immediately draw 10.
He
Fuck
just-
it.
Hey man, I was on full tilt.
You really wanted to get out of that Jubilex pact, and then just took a half step to the left with Orcus and was like, "Ah, yes, home."
Hey man, that shit worked out.
Dude, you're so lucky with that fucking roll that you had for how Orcus feels about you.
It'd only be better if I were the new warlock, where I could just be like, contact patron.
That's what I gotta do. This dwarf guy. Hey man, you want to see some card magic? Pick a card. How many cards do you want? Name a number 1 through 10.
Nah, you just gotta make sure to hand him the one that imprisons him in the
I don't think I
fucking.
can do that.
Also, we're fighting these assholes. What's happening?
Oh, you and Olive are, yeah.
I was trying to find a random map, and there's none that fits small space. I have a road pulled up.
Just do the color thing.
The color thing?
Yeah, so like all the regions come with like a random battle map that's just like parchment color, background, blank map.
Where should I look for this?
Just make a new page and then just change the page color to like parchment color.
Oh.
And then just throw people on it and be like, you're in a room. That's what I do for like random encounters. So it's like if you roll like, oh, so you rolled this thing, there's a bear here now. You're in a room with a bear, go.
So you're changing the board color?
Yeah, I think so. It's just for aesthetics though. It really doesn't matter.
Like I get what you're talking about, but like what's happening when I'm doing it is like it's just a solid color.
Yeah. Oh, like the actual like parchment background, I think I can go get for you.
Ah, no, fuck that shit.
But it's just gonna be the same thing, but
Yeah.
slightly different texture.
But I was gonna say we're not gonna do the combat tonight. We'll do the combat next session when hopefully all is back. And we can continue Den's hiding his consciousness from the dwarf escapades for a little bit. But I am gonna need to start winding down for bed soon.
Fair. The only thing I was like looking around this like cabin that John is in, is there like any notable features? So like a bowl of fruit. Like
Another
what's
bowl
going
of
on?
fruit, but there is a bowl of like what seems to be a kind of like porridge with like pieces of toast next to the dwarf that's like not exactly half eaten, but it's been touched. There is a stuffed bear head trophy above the fireplace, which is lit. There's a few pictures here and there. There's a bookshelf behind where the dwarf is sitting.
Gotcha. I'm like loading. Let's load. It's crazy.
Mm.
Blitz was using like 18% of my computer while I wasn't even playing League.
Yeah. Yeah, Blitz will do that. That's why it fucking has those weird fuck shit problems with losing all of the shit on its screen while you're in a game.
All right.